side, while Eternal Fire are going to open up on the defense. And here we go, live into the initial pistol round. Doolies picked up on imoRR.
I want to see some real fight out of Eternal Fire here. You want to see them battle like everything is online, because it is.
Because it is, yeah.
This is the final shot for them to try and show what they're all about. You want to see them make it count.
Good stack on the defense. You want to see some fight. At least they've got the players in the right position. Initial flashbang going to be out, and roeJ going to close the gap.
Oh, jump right over. The flashes are pretty good. imoRR's going to get one pass with the other one. More flashbangs rain in, but those dualies are doing all the work. 3 kills for imoRR. It's absolutely beautiful. Locking it down. And mezii will get the last one. Could have been imoRR as well, I suppose. Good defense, and like you pointed out, they had 4 people there to begin with. I think XANTARES was the only one that was over by the restrooms on the A side. So well done.
Yeah, that's a nice hold. Good shooting from imoRR with the dualies. They're absolutely magnificent. Holding on to behind the bomb site. This is a good follow-up as well. Headshot onto mezii. Dualies are starting to look real good at the mid-range. A lot of the pro players have certainly gotten used to the weapons. 1-0, and no buy in the second round for fnatic. They didn't get a plant, so they're going to be relegated back to Glocks and no armor.
So it should be a fairly easy round here coming out.
Yeah, it should be. Should be nice and straightforward. You don't see teams win rounds like this very often. Like maybe like twice a year.
Yeah, you need a lot of weird things, a lot of miracles going your way, and everyone has head armor as well on the CT side, so they're not even weak to anything like that. mezii's been caught, and that's about it. Also, usually people do have at least the 1 deagle or the 1 P250 or something like that.
Yeah, something to limit the economy, but without that's usually, I mean, they don't really have any. They want obviously the next round buy and just don't want to spend anything here. That would kind of take some things away for the next round. Major spots everything. Grenade's gonna come out, but they're softened up, and actually the grenade, there it is, comes out a little bit late, comes out a little bit deep, and does really not much at all. However, no problems. Eternal Fire's up 2-0.
Good stuff. We know they need it. We know that the best thing that could happen here is if Eternal Fire go on a good 5 or 6 round run streak, just to kind of cement a little bit of a chance here, because if they let fnatic in early, then it could be a major problem, obviously.
Yeah, you have to imagine this has got to be like a really strong CT side for Eternal Fire if they want a chance on this one. If they want a chance. 5 AKs on the board for fnatic, utility as well. Molotov's going to be extinguished. Showing presence like they want to take control of Playground. There's 3 players here. Only nicoodoz is going to be remaining for fnatic. Most of the attention towards the B bomb site, and KRIMZ is very, very good in this position.
Truth is, if they get an entry on B right now, then this round is in a lot of trouble for Eternal Fire, because they've got such a heavy lean over towards the restrooms here. So KRIMZ is thinking about it. If he finds the shot again, they're in deep trouble. FASHR, he's going to get almost overpowered. He will get overpowered, but mezii on the double up. And now running back to pick up the bomb, and it's a 3-on-3.
Yeah, bomb's going to come a little bit late, though, so KRIMZ is going to stick around in short. mezii just trying to peer up towards balcony, and nicoodoz will disappear into the smoke. There is that flank, and it's going to be an odd timing for Major. So if XANTARES and woxic can have presence without going down, keep the attention in that direction, Major can be really impactful. There's no kits on the CT side, by the way.
But a lot of grenades, so maybe they could use those in a clever way. Deep Molotov, probably way too deep. Doesn't put any pressure onto nicoodoz, so that's a little bit of a shame. Still got that flank coming in slowly for Major on the other side, and he's got the last Molotov, so it might be hard for him to throw out there without revealing his position. No kit means they need to move with relative speed here, otherwise they're going to be in trouble. mezii crouched down in the sewer. There's Major coming in, like you said. Odd timing, and nicoodoz not really ready for it. Real good flashbang there, and mezii, he's completely blind and dead. KRIMZ on the other side has to try and challenge it. If he can find the kill, there might be enough, but they're straight on there, and they still might not have enough time. They try to be quick with it, but they're going to lose. 2 of them blow up. Oh, that's disastrous.
Yeah, that was way too slow for not having any kits, and there was so much money on those players. I have no idea why they didn't have kits. I don't know if the kits were dropped maybe in the monster play. Can't tell if there are any kits, but how do these guys, how did the 3 of them not have a single one? There were players with $2,000 after this round is done, or I mean, before the round finished.
Well, that's something you're going to regret.
Yeah, you don't want to skimp in that area. We've seen so many disasters in that sense over the years, and this one hurts too, in an elimination game as well. That could have been a round. That was a well put together retake from Eternal Fire, but they don't get any of the benefit for it.
Oh, well, okay. Didn't get the rifle out in time. Knocked out by XANTARES. That's a good start. They can redeem themselves right now. If they win this round, especially if they keep a lot of people alive, we'll forget about the defuse kits from the previous round. We'll let it go. Nicely done. XANTARES back here. Double kill for him. Taking down nicoodoz next. imoRR just has to get the one. And the follow-up is pretty good. All right. I'm liking this. Eternal Fire. You can sense how serious it is for them right now.
Yeah, this is a great opening for them. Even the previous round did a pretty decent job. mezii looking for the headshot with the AK-47. KRIMZ has a Galil, but he's going to be smoked off, and they're going to be forced back at the moment. mezii found the fight he wanted, but not the result. And they might want to think about, I don't even know, saving for 50 seconds? They're hoping and praying someone's going to give them a chance to find one more kill. But mezii's not budging.
I mean, you have to assume that on the Eternal Fire side as well. Some call has been made here to say just whatever happens, just be able to trade a kill. Don't go look for anything here. It's just not worth it. Keep it like this, and it's all going to be fine. I mean, this really makes up for a lot of the madness of the previous round. So well done. That's super, super important. They could have been wiped out completely economically, and fnatic would have been back in the lead very, very quickly here. So
they're coming into it late. They're hoping they're going to catch Eternal Fire snoozing. A little bit of action towards balcony, but yeah, they never knew that woxic was up close. And Eternal Fire, as you mentioned, with their backs against the wall, full focus. They've got a third round. Now, this is, again, as the desk highlighted, it's such a strong map for fnatic. They've got an 83% win rate on this map in the past 3 months across 6 maps. For Eternal Fire, they've played it 8 times. They've only got 38% win rate. So odds heavily stacked against the Turkish side.
Yeah, you have to assume that at this point in time, if fnatic are still feeling pretty good about themselves, but you know, if they have a bad enough start here, and if Eternal Fire just play a little bit better than they did on Vertigo, anything's possible, I suppose. XANTARES out here, not afraid of the pistols at all. Got to be careful about the bullets, obviously. Got to respect that shot. Ooh, roeJ. Cook dinks in return here, but FASHR still going to be going down. nicoodoz almost had the ace. It's a great attempt for XANTARES. Standing his ground, 7-1 on him, and a 4-1 scoreline in favor of Eternal Fire.
Yep, looking good. Looking really good. At least open things up. fnatic going to come back into this. 4 kits picked up now for Eternal Fire. Not going to make that same mistake twice. Round number 6. Let's see what fnatic chooses to go into. A lot of emphasis on this B bomb site in the early going.
Yeah, but I mean, some of these rounds, right? The previous round, I think it was XANTARES again getting a double opening, one on roeJ and then spinning around on nicoodoz. I mean, you do that. That's enough. You don't even have to worry about the execute for fnatic because you just won the entries. So it's, I don't know if that's a reliable strategy, but if that can keep being a thing, look at this, flashing their way out to try and take the fight, but the KRIMZ is going to catch one. They know Pass is there, and I mean, great job for Pass to actually get the kill on mezii. He probably would have been dead either way. 3 versus 3, and mezii going to be catching KRIMZ, spinning around on FASHR as well. It's looking so good. Into a 1v1 we go. Oh, sorry, 1 versus 2. Still, woxic and XANTARES are left. And roeJ, did he find this bomb site at all? He's got a lot of time left.
Wonder how slow he wants to play this. Already peeking and challenging. He's got no information of where anyone is. XANTARES is playing relatively passive, going to keep his eyes on the A bomb site. That's why roeJ's slowing this down, to give him at least the fear that the possibility. And woxic up top, going to get a deep angle with the AWP. roeJ's going to have to take a risk at some point. He's got time, though, to clear behind the bomb site and make his decision from there.
That line with the AWP, though. Ooh, is he just going to find the timing? There's the look. The spray is almost good. And now he just has to go for it. Backup is being called in. He's kind of going to be trapped back here. Already thrown out the Molotov. He has 1 flashbang, but escaping. Ooh, he just takes the risk.
Oh, no.
I can't believe he's still alive. And now he's sat here behind the sandbags.
This isn't a fun spot to be, though.
No, it's not. Really scary stuff. And they do have a couple of more nades there on the Eternal Fire side. Wheeling in the AWP. They have a right idea, but roeJ's still going to win that fight. And XANTARES is up next in line. What a headshot, and what a clutch from roeJ.
Yeah, that's great. What a phenomenal play from roeJ. That's huge to win that round for fnatic. 1v2, well played, slow. woxic could never get a clean shot. It felt like he never actually settled down with that deep angle. This was an okay push. They go 2 for 1. But woxic never felt like he really kind of just set his feet and waited for him to walk into his crosshair. It looks like he was always peeking for something, but roeJ handles this just fantastically. And he spotted the jumping rifle the whole time. He knew the op was up top, so he got the information for both players.
Look at the excitement on the fnatic side. Oh, especially for FASHR, it's going crazy.
Well, timeout call from fnatic. They want to build on top of it. They're saying, we know the money's going to be low. We know the money's going to be ground down. We've had some challenging. We've taken some kills. If we can break them here, then we're off to the races.
Yeah, that could be a pivotal moment. Unlikely to be winning that one. I really thought, especially with the AWP already looking down there, that he was going to be dead.
Especially with Major's double kill. Gets the deep kill through Monster, turns around to Sandbags, finds another one. It was so clean. It was looking really, really good. I'm just surprised woxic couldn't find a clean shot with the AWP that whole time.
Yeah.
4-2 going into round 7. XANTARES again going to be in stairs. FASHR on the other side of it. Double nade does decent damage, brings Paz down to 73 HP. And this is a more passive opening for fnatic. KRIMZ and nobody taking control of short. KRIMZ is playing it very, very far back.
3 people at head armor on the Eternal Fire side to make those Galils pretty powerful.
Yeah.
So that's really worth thinking about.
This is such a critical round for both of these teams. None of them have any money built up behind this. roeJ with 1,400, nicoodoz with 1,300, but that's nothing to be super happy about. This round can dictate a lot in terms of the next 3 rounds, in terms of heading into the middle stages of this half.
A lot of the game plan for Eternal Fire really seems to be evolving around these slightly aggressive pushes. They've done it all over the place now. This time, pushing out into connector late from the B-bomb side. I think this is really cool. I actually love this. Could easily catch someone from the T side who thinks we've already cleared this. It's maybe already safe. It's going to be fine. We're down to 40 seconds, and they've got an interesting setup, but at this range, is not ready for it. Galil is going to come out on top, and that's a problem now. roeJ could be walking up to maybe shoot imoRR in the back, I think. Yeah, scary stuff. He comes running out. It's nicoodoz instead with the AWP. May drop here, just throwing bullets into the smoke, not really connecting with anything yet. And it's a 2-on-3. And like you pointed out, the money here for Eternal Fire is in a really bad place. nicoodoz is going to be able to take care of Major up top. And now just XANTARES. 1 versus 3. It's not worth going for. As hard as it is, it's just not a good idea.
No, I think he might be tempted. I think someone might be calling out that KRIMZ is low. He was doubled up from the shot from woxic. What a great round from nicoodoz in support with the AWP. KRIMZ is going to start flanking and wrapping around towards long to try and prevent the save. But he doesn't have a whole lot of HP and not a whole lot of money either, so I don't think he's going to risk too much. Might just park himself into a corner.
Ooh. Well, he's found him.
Yeah, he did challenge. Surprised by that one. XANTARES is going to win it out. But fnatic have 3. And they should know that this M4 is the only real weapon that Eternal Fire is going to have in the next round.
Yeah, they could do the math easily. So 4-3, slowed down, I think.
That's so great. That's such a great reaction when imoRR gets the kill from that position. nicoodoz is like, oh, no, I'm not going to let you exit. I'm not going to let you continue to challenge and harass my teammates. That's a sick find. And obviously the pick off on top in the balcony.
Yeah, he was a real force, obviously, on Vertigo.
And with 25 kills.
Yeah, scary stuff, and starting to get warmed up here on the second map.
Yeah, just wait till you see that up singing on the CT side as well.
You have to assume that will be one of the big problems for
Eternal Fire.
Yeah, no doubt.
Considering the way it was a huge problem for them on Vertigo, as you mentioned.
Here we go out long.
roeJ and mezii are going to get close up. I have to think nicoodoz might chuck a flashbang, but it looks like they're not going to wait for it. They're just going to go. They're just going to peek. Stacked up, lined up together. roeJ with a double kill, spots a third as well. Make sure the deep angle is clear. Mezii's thinking imoRR was going to fall back, so he takes a decent amount of good chunk of damage himself. XANTARES is rotating over, but this might not be a round to go for. This might be another round to just keep that M4 in hand.
Yeah, sad as it is, I mean, if you're following the current metagame, you definitely just try and save the M4 and say it's not worth it. We're going to need this money down the road. He's basically saying maybe I can win a 1 versus 5, or woxic slightly there. That's funny. That is funny. Not if you're roeJ, but.
For everyone else.
It's like...
For everyone else.
Like, wow, you baited out your teammate with the rifle so that you could get the 1 kill with the pistol. I think that's great. I'd do that too. Here we go. Like you pointed out, no flashbang to set the warning there, which that is a slight risk. But then again, the flashbang could also be heard from far away. They could rotate behind it. So, yeah, ups and downs to both those decisions. Tied up 4 versus 4 now to 4-4. And going into round number 9.
Missing utility again for Eternal Fire. Missing armor on woxic with the AWP. I don't know how nicoodoz has gotten away with that one. He hears XANTARES making plenty of footsteps. What a weird challenge to have for both of these players. And nicoodoz doesn't want to let him get away.
Yeah, he's ready to fight him. Although XANTARES Heard the footsteps on the other side. A lot happening in that 1v1. KRIMZ. Expecting that someone's going to be showing up.
He loves this angle. He's hoping and praying for a peek.
Trying to stay silent here. Don't want to be giving anything away. And like you said, he is kind of a master at playing this one. Molotov back there.
No smoke either. imoRR's got to bail out.
Yeah, he has to try and find a new position. Scary stuff if KRIMZ would have still been holding that. He's going to come back and take a look now. Almost a headshot. It's real close. KRIMZ put under some pressure. Now with the HEs on top. 45 seconds, and the bomb is out here too. Late Molotov is going to be burning imoRR finally, but still a 3-on-3. And they look fairly committed to this one.
Yeah, I think they're just waiting for a little timing here. They were going to slow it down again. They want to make sure roeJ is parked over at the A bomb site. They want to maybe make mezii and XANTARES a little nervous, but they're not. mezii and XANTARES are just hunkering down a little bit deeper. mezii over towards Toxic Barrel, XANTARES at the pillar. That's a huge win. That's the bomb on the ground. roeJ, oh, he finds XANTARES. Can he transfer it over? mezii's pinned down. Pinned down, and roeJ's got that as well.
That is a massive double kill. Once again, roeJ comes into play, trying to shoot through the box, which in fact you can do. And he's in a 1 versus 2. Trying to see if he can find his way out. That smoke making his life very, very difficult. They're going to peek behind it and spam right through it. roeJ, again, another triple for him. And another huge save, keeping fnatic in this first half.
Yeah, he's having all the impact for fnatic in the early stage. I guess in the first 9 rounds that have been played. The 1v2 victory that gets this all started, that gets this little 4-round streak going. And obviously this round, double entry in a tough situation. Beautiful shot onto XANTARES and a better one onto mezii as he swings out for the fight.
You can shoot through that box, Jason, with a USP.
The plant boxes?
Yeah. Just saying.
I feel like you've been telling me that you can shoot those boxes with every weapon for like 6 years.
Yeah, I'm still here.
Every time there's an Overpass game, I hear something about shooting through those boxes.
Because I feel like someone should, I need somebody to become the expert at that. Someone that isn't me, obviously. You could do it up from earlier when roeJ was pinned down by, I think it was roeJ as well. When he was up in the sniper spot up in heaven, you can shoot right through that as well when people are planting. I mean, you know, obviously in certain situations you don't want to do it because if you fire the shot and they just peek you and shoot you, then that can be a real big problem. But there are some cases where it
could be useful.
It's interesting that people don't try it a little bit more. Anyway, yeah.
Oh, a little bit early. It's all right. Nobody was home. I can't believe KRIMZ is reading this. What a freak. What an absolute freak. imoRR's got to be so mad.
Yeah. I'm almost a little bit mad on his behalf. I'm like, really? Really, bro?
Try hard?
Yeah, I think you call him a tryhard. That's fine.
Yeah.
Drop that in.
Definitely tryharding. roeJ might catch roeJ off guard. Very close up to the wall. Flashbang out in the sky.
I'm not gonna lie, it's real hard to make that tryhard label stick when we're talking about qualifying for a major.
Yeah.
Wow. Are you some kind of loser? You want to play that?
Yeah, it's less of an insult in this situation, isn't it? roeJ is not skipping a beat. 13 kills on this map. Next closest on his team is KRIMZ with 6.
Yeah.
But roeJ is really the engine at this point in time.
Yeah. What a...
nicoodoz, what are you throwing here, bro? There we go.
A little bit of everything.
Yeah, he's changing his mind about 7 times.
And obviously Paz and mezii can't do much of anything, so they're going to be maybe looking for somebody they can surprise, some exit kill they can get somewhere, but ultimately it's going to be 6-4 in favor of fnatic, which at one point it really looked like Eternal Fire were going to come out with a different energy in this second map, but it's been taken away.
Well, this was always going to be the problem. You know, we said a strong CT side with how good fnatic is at this map. If you're Eternal Fire, you really have to like ride momentum and ride economic advantage. So ever since fnatic has taken that way, it's just going to be so hard for Eternal Fire to get it back. Now they get the full losing bonus at this point, so everyone's going to get an extra 3,400 in their pocket. Last round, last gun round, roeJ had the glass cannon AWP. This time he's going to be able to get armor with it. No, maybe not.
Shout out to the Twitch chat as well, spamming Keck W boosting against fnatic on Overpass. That's a good point.
That is a good point. Yeah.
I like that.
I invented that boost.
You think you can show up here?
I know all of these things.
You think that's going to work?
We found that in 2015. We just didn't use it. 2014.
Oh, man. 11th round, and time for a serious sit-down on the Eternal Fire side. A little bit of a round table going on. And we're in trouble, boys. How do we get out of this one?
Time to wake up. Everyone's got to do something. So Alp is passed over to roeJ so he can have armor and a kit and utility. 2-round lead for fnatic.
Yeah, they are starting to get into a nice position again. This can be a fairly seated-sided map if you know what you're doing. So 6 rounds is already pretty decent for the fnatic side, you've got to say.
Yeah, I was going to bring that up. Like this is not really a map that you can make any kind of crazy comeback when you switch over to the offensive side if you're Eternal Fire, unless you're like really, really good on this map. I mean, the nice thing they have going for them, one of the things that can help you create any kind of a comeback is just having like an ace fragger who can just open things up for you. And you'd imagine that would be XANTARES, who performed very well on Vertigo.
Yes.
Who's performing very well in this road to Rio. And he's having an okay game, all things considered here. 10-5 leading the way for his team.
And yeah, and a lot of this from the start, right, had to do with the early aggression on the CT side. You're really taking some of these fights outside of the bomb sites and winning them against fnatic.
It's hard to be motivated to do that when you don't have nades, when you don't have a lot of money built up behind you.
And also, you can tell fnatic are being really careful about that now.
Yeah.
They know that that could be happening, so they've changed their style just a bit too. Man.
And the reason why FASHR is being so passive in the underpass as well is because he's got no teammates pushing in towards short water at all. KRIMZ is usually playing in that position, but they don't want to mess with it for the moment. roeJ causing a lot of chaos, showing a lot of presence. Picnic, good shot. Great shot from XANTARES.
That's almost unbelievable. He really looked like he was being completely read there. roeJ had the right idea.
Oh, they're so scared of the bomb site. They sunk so far back.
Yeah, they are a little bit. Obviously, fnatic going to be executing onto this one. 25 seconds left. Counter smoke going up. Crouching on in. Paz, right position. Couldn't get the spray. That looked like that should have been an almost destined to be double kill. KRIMZ going to be going down next. 10 seconds on the clock. mezii cleaning it all the way up before finally he's put out of it. FASHR, I don't think this is ever going to work. Even planting the bomb would be kind of a miracle right now. He will be able to do that, but he's definitely going to be found. Well, he gets a headshot on imoRR. Still, just pistols. One bullet from any one of these players would do it. That's all they need. He hasn't reloaded yet. He's sneaking around. A little bit behind them now. I don't think they realize this isn't great hide and seek, but roeJ will find him. And that's a 5th round on the side of Eternal Fire. Good job.
Yeah, that's a nice recovery. That's a nice job. But that's a good 3rd kill to get towards the end of the round in a desperate situation. Once again, money's not pretty for Eternal Fire, so a chance for fnatic to really put him in a tough place again. But good round from mezii. Wonderful defense. Grabs KRIMZ, finds the follow-up. You could say as well, was it Paz who had the initial contact that wasn't able to complete any of the kills? He did great damage on the 2 players.
Yes.
So a lot of players get mopped up with low HP. And yeah, you could see the prayers coming out.
Yeah. And beating, obviously beating roeJ over on the other side, huge for XANTARES to start the round with.
Yeah, if he had gone down, that would have pulled 1 defender away. And that was very close to happening. roeJ stares into the flashbang, and he will get oh so punished for it. Oh, and KRIMZ builds upon that. It's been about 3 or 4 rounds since we saw him be aggressive towards sandbags. nicoodoz not going to let XANTARES get away with it. 4 on 2. Change of pace from fnatic, and it's delivered them so many good kills early on.
Very, very clearly just putting a little bit of speed behind this round. nicoodoz already scoped up, looking to find him out here. Oh, mezii! That's a tight shot that he brings down there. nicoodoz, I can't believe it. I thought for sure that was going to be a flick from the AWP and he'd be dead. Couldn't almost see anything, but well done.
What a great read from mezii as well to hustle over towards heaven. Now both defenders are going to be here. fnatic might not expect this. Smoke to block him off. Does mezii want to jump out? He takes a lot of damage over towards Toxic. It's imoRR, and he gets it done. What a transfer over for the 3rd kill. 3rd and final onto KRIMZ. And that ties things up.
What a save. They were really in trouble in this round. Great openings for fnatic, catching XANTARES out there, but...
This round's all mezii.
It is.
The kill out towards long is impressive, is great, but the fact that he rotates all the way back, and even if he doesn't get any kills, they're all focused on him. All 3 players of fnatic were focused on the player jumping out of heaven. That allows imoRR to just pounce, and the silencer as well delays when they're able to get the information. KRIMZ only had the one very small chance to get that headshot and a big, big save, and look what it means to Eternal Fire. They're staying in this. 6-6.
believe Gamer Legion has just made it 1-1 against G2, 16-4 on the second map.
God bless. Those guys can't get anything easy, can they?
No, they're going to be playing Inferno. You can keep multiple streams open, guys, if you don't know already. I don't know why I'm saying that. Like,
yeah.
Everyone's an idiot. I'm sorry. But it is possible.
Yeah, I think we talked about it earlier. We have streams all the way up to F.
Wow.
There's the Oceanic one this morning being played. Complexity and Double O Nation are third map to see who's going to move on to the Rio Major.
One good flashbang could really ruin their day here. woxic is far back, he misses the shot, and that puts his teammate in a really awkward position. He'll at least get the shot on roeJ there, but if he got the first one, it could have been a 2-for-1, maybe 2-for-0 trade.
Yeah, that might be frustrating for XANTARES.
Bro, I'm counting on you.
Yeah.
I need to take that shot.
That one was all you, bro. That's exactly what we wanted. They didn't even use a flashbang. Speaking of flashbangs, there's only one left for fnatic and a Molotov as well on mezii, but not a whole lot of utility. I think they're going to flash for KRIMZ to take this peek through Monster, or they might want to hold on to it, which exposes their feet to imoRR. There it is, trying to jump away from it. Again, massive damage, but no kill.
Yeah, but all that damage could have worked out here. The FAMASA on the other side, good trade for KRIMZ. woxic and Major. He has an HE woxic. Oh, Major, that is incredibly bold. Maybe too bold. And he's going to end up going down still. That HE, it could definitely outright kill nicoodoz. Maybe even mezii. Oh, what a peak that is. Triple kill on nicoodoz, and that's the round one by fnatic.
Yeah, and you can see mezii, he's lined up woxic to catch the wide swing from mezii. That's going to be a little bit more vertical, and man, does nicoodoz just slide underneath it. The Opera being like, I know this angle. I know exactly how to handle this angle. That's a bummer. imoRR is going to be frustrated that he didn't get any kills there.
Yeah, and it's such a, I don't know, it's such a used position, and still somehow it's just so hard to clear. With or without flashbangs, it just always feels like you're never really getting a really good fight there.
Right choke point, and without a flashbang, you kind of get the advantage. You get to see those kneecaps a little bit earlier.
Pistols back, fnatic at 7 rounds. That just is really bad news for Eternal Fire, isn't it? Yeah,
I mean, a great chance to get up to 8, unless there's going to be some magic with these 5-7s. Turn of the corner, FASHR goes down. Good trade from KRIMZ. But they don't commit.
If I think about this first half here, oh, okay.
Think about it. What's up? What you got?
I actually think Eternal Fire have actually brought a really cool game plan for how to play Overpass. I think the aggressive pushes, to trying to take some of the confidence away from fnatic. I actually think I like everything about it. fnatic is really good on this map, but I don't actually. I can't. Can you think of a lot of things on the Eternal Fire side that you think you'd love to change? That you feel like, wow, they really screwed this part up, or there's some big issues here?
No, I just don't think. I don't think they've actually done anything. I'll be honest with you, not to completely counter your point. I just don't think they've done anything all that special. I think it's mostly
super
been
special.
Yeah, mostly been standard. I like that they've taken away short control a number of times.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, yeah. just a little bit, you know, trying to push out, trying to be a little bit aggressive. I like that, as opposed, as if the alternative is them just falling back and waiting for fnatic to execute, because I think the fnatic executes we know are going to be good. So,
ooh, Paz has been spotted. Takes a little bit of damage. fnatic's being so cautious. They're like, we're having a really good half. We're having a really good time right now. Let's not ruin everybody's mood by losing to pistols.
You don't want to be doing that. It's 15 seconds, so, you know.
Careful.
Hustle just a little bit.
Yeah, maybe giving a lot of respect, almost too much. If you're XANTARES, I think you save the AK. Just get the hell out of there.
Surely the plan. 8 rounds on the side of fnatic now, which makes for a really beautiful first half in every way. Started with a little bit of a good run for Eternal Fire.
Ooh.
Winning the pistol, winning some of the following rounds.
KRIMZ blew this AK away with a grenade earlier, but obviously Paz has come to find it right back.
Yeah, not far enough.
He even got a smoke out of it. Not a bad find.
There we go.
Well, fnatic guarantee themselves a lead going into the second half. 8-6.
That is definitely true. 15th round coming up. Chance for Eternal Fire to grab a little something on the way out, just to try and see. I mean,
little parting gift.
it can make all the difference in the world. We just don't know yet, but...
Well, this comes back to what you kind of opened this map up with, which is you want to see Eternal Fire putting together like a really, really good fight. And part of having an incredible fight when your back's against the wall elimination game at the road to Rio is fighting for this last round, just, you know, not quitting, not giving up, despite the fact that it hasn't been a pretty half.
They need everything they can get right now. If they lose this map, they're out of it. KRIMZ back at that favorite angle. Flashbang over is amazing, and you did point it out a couple of times how good KRIMZ is there, and he's vindicated that prediction more than I think 2 or 3 times already.
He's been using that position for a long time. He's been using that position for years, and he just plays with it. I mean, that entire portion of the map is his playground. He's so very good at it. Now he hides. He's going to get a chance on Major as well. If you can read it coming through the tunnel.
Yeah, he has the right idea. Does get caught, but a little bit of an alternate timing there, and he would have had that one too.
And this time, remember, we saw KRIMZ in that position previously, had to trade FASHR. That was, but there was also a challenge, I think, I think it was roeJ against XANTARES, and if roeJ lost that battle, this time he wins it, and it pulls the 2 players in the site right into KRIMZ waiting arm.
Well, 1 versus 3, I guess technically 1 versus 4 earlier for Major. It looks and feels completely unwinnable. No kit or anything. roeJ will take him down. It's 18th kill right there. And a 9-6 finish in favor of fnatic. That is a great start to this map. We'll see if they can close it out and knock Eternal Fire out of the road to Rio qualifier. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Hey Future Pros! Rushing B on Overpass just feels like the right thing to do sometimes. With this fast heaven smoke, it should make that B rush a tiny bit easier. To throw this smoke, get into the corner of this part of the wall. Aim along this diagonal shadow just above the long steel beam. Run forward and jump through the smoke just after the halfway point of the beam. Just like that, heaven should be smoked, and this also means you don't have to be at the front of the rush. Sounds good to me.
Angle, jumping up on the van, holding the edge of that smoke in case someone's crawling through. And Mr's going for a late lurk through mid here, coming up cat to B. Possibly could be a way to get in. Not really anyone gathering. This could be a risk at the moment. Norvi's going to be in the middle of nowhere. Just falls away in time, and that flashbang actually kind of helps him out, I think, Norvi, to fall back toward bench. But Mr. is still creeping up there, waiting for him to clear out all the tight angles. But now he's shown his presence, and Norvi has to deal with bench once again. Good damage, fine zip. Immediate trade from Mr. 2v3. 25 seconds to get this bomb down, and Farley's found KRIMZ. What a great pick that could prove to be. But if he exposes himself to window a little bit, he could get found by Zorta. He's lucky. He escapes. And now Zorta has to predict there could be a man up close, and now, with Farley going down to Jerry, Mr. is stuck between 2 players, and Zorta will find him, and the game's still on. It was only a flash in the pan for Astralis. Full gun rounds, they cannot find one to save their life right now. And Forza close the gap to 3 again.
Perhaps a timeout. Again, I feel like they really just do not know how they're winning rounds, you know, and there's not really been a great deal since they won the pistol in this second half. Forza not backing down. Forza.
Second half, second map. It's Eternal Fire versus fnatic for elimination. So right now, Eternal Fire, they're feeling the pressure. There's no doubt about it. They lost their own map pick on Vertigo. Now we're on the map pick of fnatic, and things are looking good. There's no question why they picked this map. They had a great first half on the T side. Yeah, they really did. Although, I mean, this is decent. Eternal Fire did a good job fighting back to scrape together, you know, a pair of rounds right towards the end to break up a huge run from fnatic. So, I mean, at least they've given themselves an opportunity, a chance. Let's see what this defense looks, or excuse me, this offense looks like for Eternal Fire. There is another trap, another stack in middle. nicoodoz at the front of bathrooms, roeJ at top stairs, and KRIMZ out towards long. He's spotted, though. I'm pretty sure that mezii saw that. So a little bit awkward, perhaps. Would have been fun if he could have got all the way up there. Now he's just hanging out behind the tree. They have a Molotov, probably not that they want to use for this position, but ultimately, if they think they can get him, maybe it's worth it anyway. XANTARES taking a deep peek inside of the B bomb side and realizing, man, they're really far back down here. Sneaking in, FASHR gonna finally get a little bit of a look at him. But the USP coming out on top, that's a nice shot. That's huge, because everyone's gonna start shifting now. You can see mezii and roeJ gonna clear out underpass and go through door. KRIMZ is gonna come over. FASHR again just playing it safe. One more kill would be icing on a nice little red velvet cake. However, Molotov's gonna force him back. Oh, making a lot of noise, but it's 4 pistols coming this way. Oh, yeah, he's getting run down. mezii did not hear that at all. And yeah, they have the bomb site and the bomb plant, but they are locked into this site in a big way. Maybe the only one imoRR out here could do something, but they're in some trouble right now. They just keep running and gunning. Oh, they're not going to be slowing down on the other side. There's going to be pressure coming in as well. The dualies are cleaning it all the way up. And yeah, only roeJ is the only casualty here on the fnatic side. 10-6. What a cool protocol with the dualies. Both of you push down the stairs. Both of you go all the way up the ladder on the T side of the map and just get a huge 4-gun flank going on. Guns blazing as they come through monster. That's actually really sweet. I admire it. roeJ gets the one, mezii gets the final, and 10-6 for fnatic. Kind of hard to peek into when you have a Glock, you know, especially if they're just kind of shooting at the corner almost, so you're slowed down. It's just it's a huge mess. Eternal Fire with the bomb plant, so gonna be picking up deagles in this round. And fnatic not messing around. FAMAS and M4 straight up. You know, I mean, with the plant, they could have gone for a buy even without a whole lot of kills in that round. So fnatic just playing it cautious. Next round's gonna be a relatively strong buy for Eternal Fire. roeJ and nicoodoz in bathroom. mezii's gonna join up with it. They're hearing these footsteps. They definitely hear that drop from imoRR. roeJ's ready. 20 kills. He's having one hell of a game. Shadow shows. Easy win. Yep, and the activate to mezii on the other side, so just in case someone wanted to swing, they were definitely going to get crossfire. Oh, what? That is so cool. mezii coming up with 2 shots and 2 headshots to follow. Knocking out. They're not done yet. They don't have any armor. FASHR and KRIMZ are both here. Oh my dear lord. Okay. That's exciting. Hold the phone. He's got a cannon. KRIMZ out here. 1 versus 3. They're going to be peeking him. mezii finally out of it. The next 2, do you want to find it here? You've got to be a little bit careful. You got 45 seconds still. FAMAS and M4 at range, but KRIMZ can still win this one. KRIMZ is exactly what you'd want in this situation as well. Yeah. Just checking a little bit. He's going to be walking up close. They might almost line up for it, but he's peeking for a really deep battle, and when they're that close, he's just not ready for it. XANTARES will bring him down. Eternal Fire, what a miracle for them to win this round. That's what they needed, and if we're being honest, they're probably going to need more rounds like these. They're going to need more rounds where they're not meant to win it. This is great for mezii. What an absolutely shocking result. Even the follow-up shot from XANTARES on top of Flowers into the bomb site was disgusting. I can't believe they've gotten away with one. Double scouts, 2 5.7s, and a deagle. What a turnaround for Eternal Fire. They needed that. They needed something to get them going in this second half. Yeah, they really did. Scout here. Not connecting, but it's a nice attempt. And more than anything, when you get something like that, when you get that kind of an opening, you need to build on it. You need to make sure you keep winning the rounds that follow it. HE, not even needed. KRIMZ going to be forced out the other way, and XANTARES will pick the kill anyway. It's good stuff. But yeah, don't let go of it immediately after. It'd be so silly if they lost this round to couple of scouts.
And we've seen rounds like this turn very quickly throughout this road to Rio. We've seen a lot of them. Now, there's a boost up at the B bomb site, so not really a whole lot of aggression. And XANTARES now knows the location of the second player, and he's going to get that one easily. Good cleanup with the scout from mezii, but with 2 scouts, I don't think you're winning this one. fnatic, mezii's going to see what he can do. Any kind of spectacular headshot, this would be the time for it. But good utility usage from Eternal Fire. They should have no problems.
Yeah, they just have so many nades on that C side that they can keep this up for a while. They even have another smoke and another HE, so they're never going to be able to see what they're actually shooting at down here. Nicely done. 10-8. Save the scouts. Try and see if you can do some damage in the next round.
Yep, and yeah. I was going to say, you can even drop a deagle over, but none of these guys have them. imoRR might take the scouts away as well. Here's these footsteps from mezii.
Oh, yeah, he's out hunting for it. Okay.
That's a good find. That's a great shot. Get to that M4, baby. Use that one in the next round. So, a little bit of a more dangerous toy on the fnatic side of the hands of nicoodoz. 10-8.
A good upgrade. We'll take him. So fnatic have been slowed down in the second half. I'm sure they came out of that first half thinking that this is it. We're cruising right through. We're going to knock these guys out, and we can keep on battling.
Especially because it was unarmored deagles as well in the second round, right? Like,
yeah.
Eternal Fire was already thinking to the third round. They're like, let's just do some damage. And what a great double kill from mezii that was. That's keeping Eternal Fire, like, it's keeping it real close, preventing this from having to be a comeback scenario.
And now you look at the scoreboard. I mean, obviously roeJ and KRIMZ are doing really well, but they might need just one other player to join them a little bit further up.
I think, yeah.
The top heavy.
roeJ's been an absolutely incredible beast on the T side. Hold the phone. They're going right at the M4. That's a big win for nicoodoz. I was going to say, that's the guy you would look to. That's the guy you would point to after we saw on Vertigo, but also part of that is going to be when the money comes back into the hands of fnatic, when they start getting that losing bonus building up, when he's able to afford the AWP. I think that's when you'll see nicoodoz kind of start to form into that second star and have a lot of stopping power on the CT side.
They picked up the AK. There was no one there to stop it either, so they're going to be able to do that much. mezii catching him at all. It's a headshot to bring down Major. Oh no, Eternal Fire. I know they had a couple of rifles to begin with, but this is one of those rounds that's going to be a little bit easier to win, and now they're being run down. Passes on the round the corner, and so is imoRR. Look at the swings coming out. That's nearly a double. 1 versus 2 now. Ooh, it's close, isn't it? But mezii on his own, and still 50 seconds here for Eternal Fire to find something.
That didn't go nearly as well as they wanted it to. nicoodoz is probably yelling to swing, someone to bait for him, one of those USPs to just jump out into the open. Eternal Fire made just a perfect move to tuck themselves into bathrooms and made that really difficult. A chance for mezii.
Especially if you could find imoRR first, turn it into a 1 versus 1, 30 seconds.
Walking in ruins this, though.
Yeah, they're so silent. He has no idea. Now they're definitely going to know. There's the no-scope on one. He tries, doesn't quite pick it up. The AK on the other side. Oh, he's quick with it, isn't he? And mezii, he's got the right idea for the headshot as well. A nice triple and a huge win here for fnatic to steal the little advantage that Eternal Fire had built for themselves. It's right back in fnatic's hands.
That's the T smoke, right? That's Eternal Fire smoke. So they don't know where he is. They drop a smoke so he can plant the bomb to give him cover, I would assume. But actually, it backfires. It lets mezii know that they're there.
Yep.
And also, it prevents the next player from knowing what the hell's happening on the map. He has no idea where he is. He has no idea where mezii's gone. woxic has no information. That smoke backfires massively. And to go in silently like that and just not clear everything silent, quietly.
They had time.
Yeah, they had plenty of time. 30 seconds. That's a huge giveaway.
Great to see fnatic celebrating, though. They're really excited about this one.
3-round lead. We're going to get a timeout called. Nope, no, we won't.
Only a 3-round gap, but it still feels like fnatic got just a little bit more money on their side. If they can crack the economy on the Eternal Fire side, they could make it to the finish line really fast.
But nicoodoz has that AWP now. Now he's got the ability to challenge and be a little bit more dynamic and show off some things that we saw in Vertigo. And you pointed it out. The economy is a weird situation for Eternal Fire. If fnatic win this round, that could be like the momentum breaker in terms of Eternal Fire. Like it could really kind of take a lot of hope away from Eternal Fire of coming back in this map. And that's once again where you get to test how much fight this team has in them. They had a lot of fight in the Pro League groups. Had to have felt devastating when they fell short on the final day.
Good little nade to start the round with here, landing on Major and Paz. They'll take it. I mean, I feel like Eternal Fire, if they didn't have any fight in them, they might have lost this map already almost. So some good rounds where they're sticking in it, where they're not just bending. Again, you look at the win percentage that we talked about earlier for both teams on this map. Fnatic obviously heavily favored, but they're keeping the scoreline close. They need to keep doing that.
Nades are going to be a problem for Eternal Fire. One smoke. They've got 2 Molotovs. They can molly truck, they can molly dice boxes, but with only 1 smoke, they got to choose one to block off, and they only have a single flashbang for these long routes against the AWP.
35 seconds. Here comes the execute. nicoodoz before it even gets started to take down imo, and that's a problem. Down to 30. He goes straight for it, but he was probably going to die either way there. Look at the flank that's coming in. mezii, he's got the right idea, but not quite flashed mezii. I really thought he was going to be dead. woxic up close, and it's into a 2-on-2. Yeah, worried about the bomb plant. Does not want to get run down. 15 seconds now, and there is a flank coming. KRIMZ, though, he's taking a long way around. woxic might never check this. He might be dead already. Yeah, no idea. And Paz now on his own. Flash goes over the wall. Not going to touch him. They do have a kit on FASHR, so they have a real good shot at it here.
Paz has to take this fight against KRIMZ. He has got to prevent the cross.
Yeah, otherwise he's in trouble. Already been found out. KRIMZ knows, and surely they're going to double up on this one. Smoke put up. It's FASHR to find the kill, and they're going to be on it right away. Well done, 12-8. That is, I mean, they got close in this round, closer than I would have thought.
Yeah, they really did. I mean, a stunning shot from XANTARES to take down nicoodoz. If he doesn't trade that op off, that round's really, really difficult for Eternal Fire to manage. The fact they get into the bomb site is impressive in its own, and the plant helps as well. The extra money. I don't think it's going to activate a buy this round. I think this round they got to defend armor and pistols. That was a great flank from KRIMZ. He could have essentially gone either way. If he goes long, he obviously gets the kill on walks. If he went towards bathrooms as well, probably gets a kill on the other player also. So Tech 9s, 5 Tech 9s. And plenty of nades. Could be a B rush.
We love those.
We do love those. Looks more like an explosion.
Yeah, waiting for the initial round to disappear. Maybe you get a little bit of a contact play going on over at the Yell bend. roeJ going to be checking the connector and not finding anybody here.
Oh, Fours win map 1 against Astralis. Okay.
I think Astralis were ahead as well.
They were when we tuned in at halftime.
Ouch, that's unfortunate.
Yikes.
Oh, flash right through. That's very aggressive. roeJ, though, seemed to have been partially blind as well. Couldn't get the kill. Instead, just delivers them an M4. That's awkward.
That might be overeager because they heard the Tech 9s.
Yeah.
I'm not sure that that's the play to flash to your teammate through a smoke when you know you're up against a force buy in this fashion. But you've handed over an M4 now, and this turns into a way more dangerous round because it thins the defense. mezii's got to tuck himself into the A bomb site. nicoodoz is looking for a deep spot, but he's stuck at sign. And against Tech 9s, they can swarm him very quickly.
Yeah, they can. Miss shot. He might sense that weakness too, and he's feeling it as well. Like, you know what? I'm not enjoying this. They're really close. Look at how they're running through. Nice save from mezii. Got to keep that AWP alive. Bomb is on the ground now, but he's very aggressive. Oh, he actually gets it. How's that a scope? I can't believe he actually got the scope in. KRIMZ now running for it. 30 seconds, but he's on his own here. Does get the shot on woxic and wants to bail on out. mezii low on health already, and KRIMZ, he knows eventually. mezii, here's the fall down, so he knows. Gonna have to go for that bomb plant, and once he does, KRIMZ will have him locked in behind the boxes. Sneaking on up, 10 seconds. Almost showing himself. There's KRIMZ. The timing is unbelievable. That is years and years and years of experience, and a close victory there for Fnatic.
Yeah, what a ratty little way to win a 1v1. Finding that perfect timing. mezii got to be frustrated with that one. He had the right idea. He knew KRIMZ was going to be a little aggressive, just looks away at the wrong moment. But again, this is so dangerous. This for how strong Fnatic feels at certain points during these rounds, like to have an AWP or an M4 in the site, a quick rotation as well. That round is way too close. I mean, that's a 1v2 victory for KRIMZ.
Yeah, it is.
Like, those are the rounds that, like, you're really having a tough time putting yourself into. This has got to be stressful for any Fnatic fans, anyone in the Fnatic organization to watch. These last 3 rounds have been very, very close.
Yeah, they have been. If any of them go the other way, then it's a completely different second half. And if you're Fnatic, I mean, this is, you're not coming into this map thinking we might be playing a third map. You're thinking this is definitely it. We're definitely going to send them packing right now. So close rounds make this a scary proposition all of a sudden.
Third map would be nuke if we need to get there.
Okay. it still feels so unlikely. nicoodoz is starting to get there on the scoreboard as well. mezii having some good rounds. 13-8. But they have rifles back in the hands on the T side. imo, nice opening shot to take down roeJ. Missed flick, and imo's going to take both of them down. That's a little bit shocking.
Yeah, that's so weird. Especially that they're challenging there with the boost up.
Yeah.
Could have just been a little patient. But just an uncharacteristic miss. And you can see the result of it too. Eternal Fire's like, all right, well, we just killed 2 players by blue door, so we'll gain some map control out at long.
And look at how they're grouping up fnatic. They're saying, all right, we're ready to defend. They actually got 3 people here. This could be an amazing call right now. KRIMZ sees one of them, but the smoke goes up and he runs right into it. He's going to be going down. XANTARES not ready for it. Oh, what a spin! Look at that, 180 from FASHR. And suddenly, it's a 2-on-2 when mezii here. They might not know, they might not realize, they might think that's it. Why would there be 3 people on the A bomb site when they only have 3 people left? But that's exactly what it was. Pass ready, and he'll take down FASHR. Save Eternal Fire to fight a little while longer. Otherwise, that's a good call for fnatic.
Yeah, that's almost a great recovery, but some very uncharacteristic misses. Both the players, I mean, roeJ might have been a 50-50. nicoodoz missing that shot with the op felt like he was very uncomfortable with it. The opening 2 kills go against fnatic, and then obviously KRIMZ as well, spamming over at headshot spot. Now, because these rounds have been so close, there's no money on fnatic. They've been ground down. It's an M4 on KRIMZ, and everything else is pistols.
It's surprised they fight him in the 2v1 at the end. I realized it was maybe hard to call it back.
Yeah.
Because they were like already halfway in the action, but
I agree with you.
If it was a 2v1, they could have just said, all right, don't do it. Oh, okay. 1 rifle, boost on over. The trick works. They're going to go for more. They're going to find imo. Oh no, Eternal Fire, don't do it. not like this.
No, this has got to feel horrible. There's even an AK-47 in the short sewer they could go recover. mezii and FASHR are going to rotate back to the A bomb site, quickly shifting into position. Once again, it's the same protocol as the last round for Eternal Fire. Presence in underpass, we're going to take long control. So fnatic, they might have an idea, an inkling of what's happening.
Yeah. What do you do though? mezii, again, trying to use the silence here. Walks right into the deagle, and he is lucky to be alive. FASHR's there, he'll find the headshot, and here comes mezii.
No.
Oh, why? They're building themselves into such a good position, and right when it matters the most is when they just let go of a couple of shots or a couple of early deaths there, and suddenly has on his own 1 versus 5. fnatic going to be at 14 rounds here, and Eternal Fire, their economy cannot handle a loss like this.
No, it really can't. This is heartbreaking. This is like when you're really looking forward to having a bowl of your favorite cereal. You're so pumped up, you're so excited, you're in the mood, and you go pour that bowl of cereal. It sounds so good as it's hitting the bottom of the bowl, and then you open the refrigerator and you have no milk.
Oh, and you just...
That's what that round is.
And there's no recovery.
No, you can't do anything. You just...
We're out.
Depressingly pour it back into the box and put it away and eat something gross.
Real first world problems we're dealing with, Jason, but yeah. I can feel it. I know you love cereal. I think you're the only person I know that will eat cereal as snack in the middle of the day.
Middle of the day, right before bed. Like the PB&J, it's a versatile food group.
What is going on?
I don't know. nicoodoz has not had a great feel for this map. I'm not gonna lie. He's obviously a fantastic player, but this map, for whatever reason, the timings, he hasn't really felt it. He hasn't felt the pacing or the flow of Eternal Fire in different situations at the A bomb site. That's so rough.
You ever try in one of those moments to just put water on there instead? It's a desperate move.
You sick, disgusting freak. Who does that?
I'm just wondering how desperate things could get, you know. Okay. 1 AK, some deagles. They've won a round like this before, Eternal Fire. That's kind of how they got it to be this close. Maybe they could do it again, although fnatic are reading this really well. They know what's coming. roeJ up on top with the headshot to bring down mezii. They're trying to get a bit closer. 40 seconds here. Grenades are coming out. Still an HE on roeJ. Oh, they're walking right in front. mezii sees the shadows on the ground, and they're getting chewed up, trying to get through. They're going to get absolutely denied. Good call for fnatic. Puts them at 15.
Yeah, they get 6 chances to close this out. 6 chances to move on to the next round matchup. And unfortunately for Eternal Fire, that would be elimination. So you talk about backs against the wall. We knew it was in this series, but here on, pressure is going to increase tenfold. They're coming right back into it.
They need 6 in a row to get into overtime, or they're going to get eliminated from the European RMR. That's what it comes down to. They have 8Ks at the very least to fight with. That's something. At least they're going to get a fair shot at it here. But what a rough position to be in. fnatic look comfortable on this map, even if we've seen some wacky mistakes coming out from individual players. Overall, you could see their calling is on point. A number of rounds here where they've had, you know, 3 or 4 members of the A-bomb side at exactly the right time.
Look at this. Cheeky little piece of aggression. It backfires, though. Oh, if they could have followed it up. nicoodoz is going to get aggressive with the AWP, but he's going to back away. Him and Roy. Roy's going to be in the stairs.
Yeah, interesting that he leaves Roy there. I thought maybe, especially because Roy is there, maybe that's why you want to stick around. But 3 versus 4. And nicoodoz fallen all the way back, expecting that they might try and follow up on that B aggression. Roy ducked down. They're jumping in front. Did they see him on the jump? Maybe not. Hans is going to be going down. Back into a 3-on-3 we go. mezii sneaking up right behind, and Roy's worried about someone coming from the other side, but nobody will, and he's going to be out of there.
Gonna get away. mezii not gonna be aggressive enough. All the timing is perfect for Roy. Just slips back to the B bomb site. nicoodoz has recovered by shifting back up towards A. So is mezii, though. A little bit worried about that bomb site, and they got to be very cautious because they know that fnatic has frequently pushed up long quick. Roy is being very loud, and this is going to be an odd timing, and he gets wrecked. mezii's had some very nice shots.
Yeah, he has.
In this series.
There is an HE on nicoodoz, so they probably know how low mezii is. If they could find him somehow, that HE could do it, but it's just going to be thrown straight in there. It's not going to kill anyone at all. Bomb planted, 2 versus 3 here.
You don't have to go for this if you're fnatic.
No, you really don't. That's a good point. I think, in fact, it would probably be a really good idea to not do it.
Well,
look at the money on mezii and nicoodoz both, and even on FASHR that they...
You're going for it now that you get that kill.
Yeah, they feel it. Although, we'll see. Flash. Only really flashes mezii there. mezii. Oh, he's in a tough position. No help from a teammate, and he's going to be going straight down. imoRR on his own, trying to see if he can get the quad kill to clutch it and keep them in the RMR. He swings for it. Going to get that one, but the spin is in. It's not enough time. mezii, good headshot, but they're still going to lose the round. 10-15.
Yeah, I thought maybe fnatic was going to call the save there to just have a buy in this round, but obviously when the smoke fades and you get that kind of a kill on the ramp, and you into a 2-on-2, it's why not go for it there. Timeout used from fnatic. It's their 4th. So some breathing room for Eternal Fire as they survive again. However, they did lose everyone. And I wonder what the decision is going to be from fnatic. When you know Eternal Fire lost all 5 players even in a victory.
Yeah.
Do you actually force up on the CT side here? I think you play for the rounds. I think you keep your eye on the prize. Keep your eye on the qualification. Don't try and close it out too early. Get the money beneath you.
You can see
you got too many players right on the edge if you're fnatic.
Eternal Fire are thinking that's what they're going to be doing. So it's almost like if fnatic did force up in this round, actually would be sick. Because they're buying at least the 1 Mac 10 there, maybe.
It'd be such a big risk though, right? You have your whole economy hanging in the balance for the rest of the game.
5 more rounds. They need that overtime. They do have 3 HE grenades. Always a good time. Let's see. Can they get the bombardment? Oh, there's not enough people here to even make it interesting.
mezii's going to call that out, though. Triple nade towards middle.
Yeah.
Initiate the B-rush protocol. Funnily enough, mezii was the one scouting middle with the Mac 10, and they actually rush with the rifles. No big deal. Nobody's home. Get it. That's a lot of USPs shooting out at distance. Oh, God. Paz has to be careful.
Yeah, nothing can be gained by taking that fight. Obviously, woxic got caught. Not really his fault, but anyone else, just stay away.
So 4 chances for fnatic when all is said and done in this round. At the moment, just looking for some exits, looking to see if they can get some AK-47s at the end of the day. They're hoping that that kind of presence towards T-spawn is going to motivate Eternal Fire to push towards all the hallways, push towards the CT stairs, and that's just not the case. Eternal Fire more than happy to go back and challenge and see if anyone's home. mezii leading the way, so fnatic going to be out of position for those exits. And they're all going to blow up. Wow. For nicoodoz. Not a team player. Everyone's like, let's go rush into the bomb site and everyone blow up. And he's like, no.
Sending a message to Eternal Fire saying, you know what? Even though it's close, we're not worried. We're having a good time. We're having fun over here. I like that. I think that's great. I don't think I've seen that before. 15-11.
4 more chances. 4 more really high pressure rounds for Eternal Fire to survive.
UMP on KRIMZ. nicoodoz on the AWP, but like you pointed out earlier, he's not been his best map yet. Had some troubles. Looks like they might try to speed this up. They might just try and go for it again. 3 people on the other side. Is it going to be enough? KRIMZ on the UMP. Oh, it doesn't have the rate of fire to really take anyone down. FASHR's going to be there on the return and calling in some more flashes. It's a good setup. imo's straight down. Oh, and that flashbang is amazing. That might be the one, but he's out of bullets. FASHR still fighting, and that's it. Woxic on his own. 1 versus 3. It's too much. The layered flashbang upon flashbang in the monster tunnel, and 16-11. Eternal Fire gets sent packing, and fnatic, they will stay alive.
Yeah, they live to fight another day. They're not out of the woods just yet, but that's a solid victory. Well done. I mean, great performances from 2 of their big players as well, right? nicoodoz on Vertigo was absolutely spectacular. roeJ on this map was huge for them, especially in the first half with some huge clutches and impact kills. And unfortunately for Eternal Fire, this little stretch in Malta between Pro League and trying to get into the playoffs there, and now the road to Rio has not gone any of the ways.